It is Wednesday, June 3rd, 2020, and you are tuned into DIRTRACKR Daily. I'm Justin Fiedler. There's a lot of news items to cover off today, very news-heavy shows, but I first wanted to point out a tweet posted last night by Ayrton Geniton, which I actually ended up retweeting with the DIRTRACKR Twitter account. Ayrton competed this past weekend with the World of Outlaws Sprint Car Series at Lake Ozark Speedway. He'd previously attempted 4 World of Outlaws shows, including 2 shows last year, Lake Ozark and Jacksonville, and a few weeks ago at Peevely. He had yet to make it further than a B main with a best finish of 7th in the B at Lake Ozark last year. This past weekend at Lake Ozark, Ayrton made the feature both nights with very respectable finishes of 13th and 15th, both nights qualifying in through his heat race. In his tweet, he talked about how much fun it was to race against drivers he's looked up to for a long time. Sentiments like this are why dirt racing to me and series like the World of Outlaws are so cool. The barrier to entry is just low enough that you can get together a car, get some experience, and come try and race with the best in the world. And to me, that's what dirt racing is really all about. I really love that about series like the World of Outlaws, and I think that's what makes series like the World of Outlaws so special, is that somebody like this who's been a dirt racer coming up as a kid, decides he wants to go be a sprint car racer, and can just jump in and do it. Get yourself some experience, go race a little bit, understand what the hell you're doing out there, and then go try to race with the best and see how you stack up. So pretty cool stuff from Ayrton there. If you want to see that tweet, I retweeted it with the DIRTRACKR Twitter account, or you can follow, you can check out Ayrton. He's at Geniton_3. That's GENNETTEN_3 on Twitter. Jumping into the news items for the day, USAC announced yesterday that due to local restrictions around COVID-19, the Bloomington Speedway date during Indiana Midget Week has been moved to Lincoln Park Speedway. Lincoln Park will now host the USAC National Midgets on back-to-back nights, Thursday and Friday, June 18th and 19th. The rest of Midget Week remains the same. The full schedule is June 16th at Paragon, June 17th at Gas City I-69, June 18th and 19th at Lincoln Park Speedway, June 20th at Lawrenceburg, and June 21st at Kokomo. If you'd like more information about Indiana Midget Week, you can find that at USACracing.com. Outside of the 44 drivers already invited to this weekend's Dirt Late Model Stream at Eldora, fans had the opportunity to vote in 4 more drivers. They are Tanner English, Tyler Carpenter, Rick Eckert, and Freddie Carpenter. Dirt on Dirt is also reporting that Shannon Buckingham, Donald McIntosh, Rusty Schlenk, and Kyle Strickler have been invited because Brian Burkhofer, Mike Marlar, Jimmy Mars, and Brian Shirley all turned down their invitations to the event. They were on the original list of 44 invitees. Also turning down alternate invitations were Hudson O'Neill and Matt Miller. Racing at Eldora gets underway tomorrow night for the first of 3 nights, with all of the action streaming live on Flow Racing. Again, big money up for grabs this weekend, even with no fans in the stands. We'll talk about that more tomorrow on the show. The IRA Sprint Car Series has announced 2 upcoming dates to their 2020 season, with many IRA regulars slated to run this weekend with the World of Outlaws at Beaver Dam. They've decided to open up June 13th at Wilmot Raceway, and we'll follow that with a June 20th show at Beaver Dam. For more information about these 2 shows, you can check that out at irasprint.com. If you're looking for some racing action to watch tonight, the USMTS Modifieds are back in action at Lucas Oil Speedway in Missouri for Wednesday Night Madness. That also includes USRA stock cars. Fans are allowed at the event, with gates opening at 4, hot laps at 7, and racing at 7:35. If you can't be there, you can watch racing live on racindirt.tv. That's RACINDIRT.tv. Tonight's race kicks off a busy run into the weekend for the USMTS competitors. Following tonight at Lucas Oil Speedway, the series heads tomorrow to 81 Speedway in Kansas, then to Humboldt Speedway in Kansas on Friday, and finally to Tri-State Speedway in Oklahoma on Saturday. On the strength of 2 wins and 6 top 10s in 6 starts, Rodney Sanders is the current USMTS points leader. Derek Ramirez is 2nd, Jason Hughes 3rd, Hunter Marriott 4th, and Tyler Davis is 5th. For more details on the race this weekend, you can check those out at usmts.com. Also tonight, Dirt Track Digest, I wanted to point out, has Dirt Car Sportsman Modifieds and Dirt Car Pro Stocks live from Utica Rome Speedway. You can check that out at dirttrackdigest.tv if you're interested in watching that. Some news from the Chili Bowl yesterday. This Friday, June 5th, is the ticket renewal and new order deadline for the 2021 Chili Bowl Nationals. If you haven't locked in your seats yet, you have until Friday to do so. If you're concerned about future travel restrictions due to COVID-19, a release yesterday from the Chili Bowl says to go ahead and buy your seats for 2021, and if there are issues in January, to reach out with your situation. Refunds will be issued, and ticket holders will retain the rights to their seats for 2020. for 2022. That's difficult to say. For more information on this announcement or to get event details, you can find those at chilibowl.com. It's pretty good of the Chili Bowl to try to ease people's fears a little bit right now, and just make it easy. I wish there was more of this in dirt racing, that ticketing and things like this were just easier for the fans to deal with. Refunds were easier, all that type of stuff, and moves like this show that that progress is being made, which kudos to the Chili Bowl for that. If you don't have tickets to the Chili Bowl, you can't get tickets to the Chili Bowl, obviously one of the most difficult tickets to get in dirt racing. Don't forget that pit passes are sold every single day at Chili Bowl, and they do not sell out. That gives you general admission access to the event. There is some limited seating available, which is first come, first serve, but you can get into the building with one of those pit passes as well. So lots of ways to go to the Chili Bowl. If you've never been before, I would certainly recommend it. I've been a couple of times now. It is a fantastic event, fantastic racing all week long there in Tulsa. There are new Dirt Racing podcast episodes this week, including Austin McCarl and Kyle Reinhardt on Wing Nation. Rip the Fence has Tyler Courtney. Top Shelf has Austin McCarl and Hot Rod Pattison. And there's a new episode from the Dirt Nerds. If you want to find links to these shows, you can do that at DIRTRACKR.com/podcasts. Those update automatically, so as soon as there's a new episode, they will be there. And if you haven't checked out Dirt Tracker lately, it's a fantastic place to get updated on everything you need to know on a daily basis. You can literally find all of the day's dirt racing news in one place. Just go to DIRTRACKR.com, and to run down the list here, there's a lot of stuff here. World of Outlaws Sprint Car Series, All-Stars, Lucas Oil Late Models, World of Outlaws Late Models, the 3 USAC series. I've got Dirt on Dirt on here, both Speed Sport, Sprint Cars, and Late Models sections, Sprint Car Unlimited, the ASCS, TJ Slideways, Rip the Fence, Super Dirt Car Series, Power Eye, One Dirt, Dirt Car, Race Pro Weekly, Dirt Track Digest, IRA, Race and Dirt, IMCA, USMTS Modifieds, the King of the West, NARC Series, Mars Late Model Series, Dirt Car Summer Nationals, Dirt Car Modified Nationals, Extreme Dirt Car Series, the MOA Sprint Car Series, all of those. You can find that all on that front page at DIRTRACKR.com, and you can actually sort those out. If you don't want to see all of it, if you click the open wheel button, you'll just get the open wheel sites, late model, modified, and news. All of that just sorts out the stuff that you want to see. On top of the news items, every single day there you can get updated points for most major series. Like I mentioned, the podcast episodes. I've got videos from USAC, World of Outlaws, All-Stars, Racing Boys, Speed Shift, Dirt Car, Knoxville, King of the West, Eldora. All of that can be found on the video page. There's the pay-per-view schedule that updates daily. There's the track section. There's all kinds of stuff happening at Dirt Tracker. So it's a great place to start in the morning before you get rolling with the day. If you're looking to get yourself updated on what happened the night before, great place to start, DIRTRACKR.com. And the whole point is I want to drive you to those other places. I want to drive you to Dirt on Dirt. I want to drive you to worldofoutlaws.com. I don't want you to necessarily stick around on Dirt Tracker too long. Go check out those other sites. I don't take those stories and put them on my site. When you click a link, you're going straight to their site, and I want to push traffic as much as I can to those other sites and help out as much as I can to those other sites. So if you haven't checked out DIRTRACKR.com, I would really appreciate it if you did. There's a lot of great stuff over there. A quick iRacing note. We covered the World of Outlaws Sprint Car World Championship for iRacing on the show. We'll do the same thing for the upcoming Late Model World Championship. A schedule for the series has been posted, and that 10-round championship schedule will start June 24th. That is Wednesday. The series will race each Wednesday night with stops at Volusia. They'll do Volusia twice, Lima Land twice, Knoxville twice, and then they'll race at Eldora, Kokomo, Williams Grove, and Charlotte. Racing can be watched for free on the Twitch for iRacing and their YouTube channel as well. So I'll keep you posted on that as we know more. Haven't seen a driver roster yet, so as soon as we see that, we'll update you on that and let you know what's going on there. There's also a new checkered past this week from Kevin Eckert over at worldofoutlaws.com. In this one, he picked out 7 days in June and wrote about races that happened on those nights, kind of over the course of World of Outlaws history, including all the way back to Skagit in 1978. Along with details on the races, there are also some really great photos in these stories. Check that out today if you're looking for some longer form reading material. That's it for today. Hope everybody has a good Wednesday. You can find Dirt Tracker Daily on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, or where you get podcasts. Please subscribe, leave a review. You can also watch the show daily on YouTube and Facebook. You can email the show at info@dirttracker.com, and you can follow along facebook.com/dirttracker, twitter.com/dirttracker, and like I just mentioned, the website dirttracker.com. You can follow me personally on Twitter at Justin_Fiedler and sign up for the Dirt Tracker weekly newsletter on the site. Thanks everybody for tuning in. We will see you tomorrow for more Dirt Tracker Daily.